the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Now on second down. Quarterback checking the play. On the ground, it's Durham. The Tigers will move the sticks. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They get him stopped. That's a 32. That's a gain of 4. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's right on target. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, he's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The give on 4th down. Plows through the defense. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they jump on top. On to attempt to try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Ncaa. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
He unleashes a long one. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the offense on first down. Gets it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip his hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver.
Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hold it, finds his man on the left. At the 45, on its way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to... First, let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Red pass hits complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide out in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at a quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Gonna run it. It's Ncaa. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
The DBs will back off a bit. The sure hands, it's Thompson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
And the try is no good. And here in the second quarter, this field goal leaves us tied, guys. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to throw on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is
wide open. He makes the catch. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking to move it through the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking off. Running back searching for a hole. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front now. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Simmons. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He fires to the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Getting some heat. He'll throw it. The sure hands. It's Ncaa. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. On the return, it's Simmons. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Running with power. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback will keep it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understand 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set, first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This offense has a 2nd down play. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking for room. It's Ncaa. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in Fort Street, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Gonna take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. This is a design run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, LSU! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got a wide open receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Ncaa.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Riley. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And he's just going to spike it.
Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. No matter how